Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Rustoria's Space Invaders. I'm Griffin, and joining me at the caster's desk today is Jamerson. Jamerson, how are you going this afternoon?
I'm good. I'm good. We had a nice early start with the EU base invaders. And now we're going to be moving on to NA. We do have some returning teams here. It is going to be fives for this week, or well, this month, excuse me. I said this week. I missed the weeklies. But yeah, this month, base invaders. And so we have a nice little mix of like, it's not a large squad, it's not a small squad. So there's plenty of bodies and fragging to happen throughout the day. Here for NA, we do have some returning teams from what we saw in earlier EU, and we are now entering into the first attack phase.
Full, and I do think that we are going to be checking over the hard point to start with. We can see three bases orbiting around the hard point. Obviously, one at M10, one at the bottom of N10, and one over in the O region. Um, Controlling the hard point first, it does look like Saipua and Pepsi are currently fighting over it. We can see Aneta along with two members of Saipua. I don't actually know how to pronounce any of these names. Again, it's a stab in the dark. Pepsi, two members of Pepsi are now moving in also to the hard point, possibly to back up their teammate. We can also see Solvi off there in the distance, who was our second place finisher in the last EU event, and will probably be one of the contending teams in this one as well.
Yeah, it was so close. It was so close. It came down to one final TC that Team Bots were able to take in EU that gave them the lead that they needed for the victory in EU earlier today. So we'll see if Solvi don't get caught up on raids like they did last time around. They had two completed raids and finished second overall. It was just really unfortunate for them that the second raid that they took on was a chunker of a base where they had to go through every door. They were running out of boom. So we'll see if they can keep the aggression and the stamina up because once we get into that raid phase, it is a long, long portion 90 minutes to raid. Right now, this is only the attack phase where players are looking for PvP. They're looking for objective scores, like we said. The hard point was activated, but we also have the patrol helicopters going around. Three will be spawning in. One has already spawned earlier on, and teams will be fighting over that loot, not just for the boom and whatever else you can get from it, but because of the points you get for just touching those crates.
Absolutely. And obviously, with 5 heli crates dropping, 3 points per crate, that is 15 points to put you in the lead. And starting off strong is Team Bots in the number one spot. Boxers firing at the hard point as well. Bots, obviously, our first place finisher from last round, won by the skin of their teeth, I believe, about 20 points, and just stole it out from Sylvie. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out because the teams are a little bit more familiar with each other, and this could lead to maybe a turn of events.
Yeah. Still, it's great to see both, not just bots and Solvi. We have Gamuma along with, I believe, Coffee. And Coffee was another squad that was actually pretty competitive throughout EU, found themselves in the top four, I believe, or so.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot of our EU players here on NA, as well as the fighting continues on Saipua versus Pepsi. And along with Robloxers, Makima's got to be careful as he's taking a 2v1 versus Tier along with Timothy. But right now, it is an isolated 1v1. He will not be there for the trade. Makima picks up that kill. Nice little courage there. But because of all the fighting here, Griffin, no one's actually making any progress in terms of points.
absolutely. Remember, no other team sorry, no other team can be in the hard point for you to start farming points off of it. So no other team can be in that hard point, right? In order for you to gain those passive points, it's 1 point every 30 seconds, along with PvP points, which are worth 1 point per kill on somebody who is armed, meaning you have to have a gun on you.
Yeah, and
Starting to
Kaz
see.
not just blessing us with his, melodic voice in our ears in production, but also laying down the knowledge. So, Robloxers are all like former staffers here for Base Invaders, so they know the ins and outs. They know how to play this one, so we're gonna be looking out for them.
Absolutely, we can see Henrik's there, ducked behind cover. Now, usually the old staff members we can see Builder Bob, hashtag Kazoo, which is always good to see. Yogi competing. So, obviously, they are always very big competitors and sometimes have some of the craziest build designs we've ever seen. You're going to see Knowles, though, staring down the barrel at Yogi and the rest of his team. He's going to get beamed at 64 health going down, but he's going to get Zach, who's on the roof.
This is actually kind of showing a slight weakness in the positioning of the Robloxers base. Because if you look at his position, he's basically roof level with them. And this is around where the level that teams would build their raid platform. That means you won't have that height advantage trying to play from your peaks, trying to play from your shooting floor. And so the raiders will have that slight little advantage when it comes to the raiding. It's not going to be as easy for you to peek down on. You're going to have as many angles to back away from. So this is something that maybe Pepsi can keep in the back of their minds once we get to the raid phase. But I mean, we still have about 25 minutes here in the attack phase. But one thing to at least consider.
Definitely. Positioning is sometimes a very key component. Putting yourself on that downhill range, like you said, can be detrimental. But we are going to go and take a look at the helicopter, which has been taken down by Coffee and is currently being controlled. We do see an ARG member to the left, but we are just outside of Coffee's base, and they have walled all around. They've made sort of this pentagon sort of shape around the helicopter and are guarding with their lives. You can see ARG Sato there, and here comes Coffee moving in to possibly take him out, but he's already gone from another member. Pops is going to be able to get the loot, and it does look like Coffee is going to have an easy control over this helicopter.
Yeah, that was a nice aggressive push coming out from Pops there. You don't have to worry, as VG have shown. Never mind, you don't have to worry. Got sussed out and got instantly taken out there. Nice little pickup for Coffee. Not just the loot along with the points from that heli, but a decent chunk of PvP here. Now we're seeing the high ground advantage for ARG. One thing that does concern me a little bit about this base, three high above the shooting floor, but they don't have like the roof peak downs. They don't have the ramps to just try and peek down from. So it could be a little bit vulnerable for maybe someone to fly in and try and top down, have control there into the shooting floor. We'll see what their plan is moving on. Oh, the base is a bit empty too, so they're not going to have to deal with much in gaining control over that shooting floor. For now, though, ARG just looking for some PvP right now, as the next helicopter will be spawning in about a minute's time.
Absolutely. And the ARG base, it does look a tiny little bit flawed. We could see some embroisures were misplaced and some of them not even be able to put on, as well as maybe some technical flaws and such other. Maybe they just ran out of time to put those roofs on because again, if you're getting beamed at from the roof, well then there's no cover for you to really go back to except for those boxes, and even then those have windows. So it's just hard to hide from the bullets. You're gonna see the pain now running towards Team Coffee in that helicopter. Be looking for a pick off of anybody here in order to sort of start securing the helicopter, maybe grabbing crates if they haven't been grabbed already. However, Coffee is in number two now as Boss overtake them.
They are
Tied, sorry.
safely inside their base right now, though. So Coffee should have been able to secure all of that loot. We'll see if they got any extra boom. We saw some M2s coming into play. And so that kind of effective play is important. Ooh, Espresso caught without his gun in his hand. Pain
Oh,
almost
but
got the
Pops
twofer
is
there, but Pops somehow survives throughout all of that. And he'll be able to just recover the kits. Now the next helicopter has come in. We'll see if it tends to favor this side or if it goes towards another point in the map.
and now that I believe we are moving on to possibly find something else to look at. I think we're going to go look at the VG base here as those fight. Let's take a look at the base.
Ooh.
So
So it looks like,
obviously,
yeah, just a regular 5x5 honeycomb. Nothing. It's pretty box standard, I would say. Kind of like the default base. Here in Base Invaders, would you say?
definitely, obviously, we have those vertical peaks that me and Ian sort of share the same opinion on. Not exactly the biggest fan, but also at the same time, we have the wraparound embroider peaks. Vertical gives you some good coverage, able to see out. Really, like you said, it's the default, it's the standard, it's what most people use. does look like they have a Scrappy parked outside of their base as well, which could be nice as they are a little bit far away from a lot of the action, so they could be
Oh,
running off. Oh,
uh, okay.
different, a different.
Yeah. So they're
That
going for like
is
a China wall-ish strat. No, 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 no. What is
not
this?
even.
Yeah,
This
this is a different base. Maybe incomplete. Don't know.
It does look like one of our admins is currently inside the base as well, possibly sorting through it, but some of it isn't even upgraded, and we are going to see a lot of bodies we did not see. Apparently it's JX Odds base, JXOT, so maybe something has gone horribly wrong because
Oh,
they
they
are
don't have a TC
building.
down, maybe.
Oh,
They just built it and they haven't played the TC. Huh. Okay. Well, now everyone's curious about this one, not just us. Run,
um,
Tom! 9 HP. He makes it in. All right, VG. I don't even know if he had a gun on him, so he wouldn't even gotten that points. But yeah, good luck, Tom. I don't know where the rest of your team is. There we go. I think someone just spawned in. They are gonna have a rough go of it. No compound. They've got the outer shell as like their only first line of defense. This is everyone is salivating over this base right now. So they're gonna have to be ready in 17 minutes time for the boom to start.
we're gonna come back to this one. We will communicate with the admins and figure out what's up with that. But we are going to move on to a different base, Bratva, who is currently getting sprayed out by Fatality, who is just having fun with it, possibly taking inspiration with their name from the new remake of Mortal Kombat 1, which I have not bought yet, but is definitely on my list. They are going to be spraying down from the roof. Their names are in Russian, and I cannot read them, and nor am I going to attempt.
Yeah, I'm
So
glad
they
we
are
got to take a look at this fight because now we've gotten basically the three different play styles when it comes to the attack phase, right? It's only 30 minutes long, but there are three different approaches you can take. Wow, he actually survives that drop down, 3 HP. But you can play objective for hardpoint, you can play objective for the attack helicopters, or you can try to go for early positioning and try to find a weakness in the base. And even though you can't destroy any of your opponent's bases, any of their builds, you can jump into their base. You can try to take roof control and just get PvP that way. And then as soon as the raiding phase starts, you just start booming. So it looks like that's what Fatality is going for. And they are picking up some kills and kits. So they could even ostensibly bleed them dry of kits. So Bratva have to be careful on how they take this. They can't just run out willy-nilly.
Absolutely not. They do need to obviously conserve their kits, conserve their bone, conserve their materials for the raid phase, so they can go out and raid and or do a defense. But it does look like they are circling around, trying to push Fatality off of them, so to give themselves a little bit of breathing room. But I think Fatality is dead set on Bratva, and I think these will be some of our first raid victims once raid starts in 15 minutes.
Well, I think we saw our first raid victim in
Oh
JXOT. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
that's
everyone's
true.
keeping an eye on
Yeah.
that base. We do have a slight weakness in this space. It's just that they don't have many ways in or out. You can see like both the compound, the gates are basically on the same side of the base, so it makes pushing out from the base incredibly difficult and predictable. So that is something you have to consider. Trying to have more than two gates, more kills coming in for Fatality here. But we do see on the leaderboard right now, nice little peek out through that gate to pick up
Coffee is
one at the
taking the
very least.
lead.
But Fatality currently in 7th place with 22 points. Solvi our second place participants from our EU event, right above them at number 6. We'll see. They're probably playing for the Hellies, I believe. That's what we saw them do when we were playing in EU. And the second attack helicopter has gone down to, well, the Solvi base. No, 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 it's not the Solvi base. It's this one lone base. It's Team New Lua.
Yeah.
So they are stuck inside. Bots are here as well. Oh, it's another base without a
Oh,
compound.
This does not. This looks like a slight issue for new. Somebody has thrown a scrappy on top of their roof. I think that might have been somebody trying to control the base early. I don't think they had enough time to push the base design. As we can see, just 3 beds lying on the roof. No compound, like you said, no nothing. Which is a huge issue, really. If you have no compound, players can really just run in and C4 bomb right inside of your base. That's the whole compound. As well as it looks like some of their base isn't upgraded. We can see some twig on the side, as well as some stone. It's possible that they've run out of materials.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. We are on fives. It's so much easier when you've got 8 people. When we're running eights, to just farm up for all the mats that you need to finish off your base. But also, the time can get away from you, right? I believe we have about like 30 minutes on the build phase, and that
Yeah.
time does actually go extremely fast.
Absolutely. And 13 minutes left as again I think New Lua, sorry, is definitely going to have some issues going into our raid period. We can also see
Oh,
bots have already set up a spawn platform, which does mean they're going to be probably attacking. Oh, wait, it might not be theirs, as they are spraying into it. We do see a lot of dead bodies around. Possibly some of these guys are spawning in. Yeah, apparently the argument word it is Sullivy's.
wow.
Um,
So it's like the rivalry continuing, right? Because remember, it was bought with the last TC basically in the EU event that secured the victory. It was Solvi very much in the lead throughout the large majority of it, and now they're griefing their raid platform that they were setting up for. And Solvi, hopefully, they at least get some of this loot or at least secure the points. And it looks like ATL was able to touch the crates. But I
Looks like
don't know
he's
if he's
gotten
going to
an
be able to
M2
walk
out
away
of
with
it
this
as well.
M2.
Ooh, he's gonna take some massive damage from somebody by bots again. Can't read Russian. He is going to hit those crates though, dropping some
Oh,
rockets on the ground. He must have
man.
a lot of loot on him if he's dropping rockets, to be fair.
Yeah. But that M2 is going to be so important for them. So important. Now, New Lua, at this point for them, they need to make sure that they stay on the roof. They need to make sure that they're up their presence known and that they're fighting back at the very least, that they're going to put up resistance because, again, we're talking about the weakness of the base, not having a compound. That shows everyone that, you are prime target ATL putting on his dancing shoes, even though he's not actually running any boots right now. So this is going to allow him to get away for the time being. It might get far enough away to start walling. Never mind. He is actually next to Oxum, so we can't really wall that one off. But the building itself will allow him to secure his way out along with that M2. But he still has a long way to try and secure that back home.
Definitely, and getting to Oxums obviously provides him with that safe haven with some cover, some areas to maybe get some food, maybe get some heals to loot up a little bit before going back out and trying to make it home. Again, he did get the points though, which is nice for his team, which is really good for his team, and that is they needed along with that M249, which is going to be great. We do see Nikita, our top frag person with the most kills from last game, who is currently, I believe, on the assault for New Lua, possibly securing ground for his team to help move in once raid starts.
He's got to be careful a little bit because he does have his back to Oxums right now, and we know that's where the M2 is. But ATL's not even going to worry about that. He is getting out with that M2 right now. One member of New Lua actually spotting in on an outside back right now just to see where that M2 goes. As our final patrol helicopter has been spawned in, someone actually taking out Bradley right now, and that's going to be Gamuma. So another source to try and get your hands on an M2 here. Doesn't seem like there's any counterers. We did have maybe 4 teams based up on the north side of launch. So the possibility of a counter is there, but we don't actually see it currently.
Absolutely, and of course, there's always just a horse there on standby, keeping watch. Really, he's an honorary member of Team Gamuma, and he's just standing guard of those crates, striking fear into his enemies. And really, team captain is what our observer is saying, and I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I don't think there's a
Captain,
single
mascot,
member.
Helps you make that jump because I still can't get that jump, by the way, over the fence. Like, I don't know. I just can't figure it out. Not
It's
much
a
of a
hard
gamer,
jump to pull
clearly.
off. Yeah, it's a hard jump to pull off, but it does look like they're gonna have Bradley to themselves, um, which is gonna be quite nice for them. Oh, but it does look like there's a big fight going on here between Team O and Team Bobors.
And Gamuma
Uh,
actually keeping eyes on this as well. So three members, well, two back at base, one keeping an eye on this fight. Might actually just go ahead and steal that Scrappy if he can sneak up on it and back that one away. Yeah, Gamuma, I
oh, this
believe
is
this
the
was the
base that
same
was.
base that we saw in
It
EU.
is. Oh, this is totally the banana base, by the way. Like this is amazing. Bright yellow,
It was
so
very
good.
definitely pleasing. I like how like not only do they have like the half walls, they got the lower walls as well. You know, this is all aesthetics at this point.
Those look like they're going to be armoring it up now. So now it's just a little bit more ripe banana, you know? It's just it's a couple weeks old. It's got some of the black spots, uh, doing its thing. Um, they are right next to Dome though, and one of the things that I remember seeing, I think once, while playing Base Invaders, is an entire team got on top of Dome, and that's oh god, ATL just got gun runned. Um,
Remember, he's the one that has the M2. He's got the M2
he's
in the middle of nowhere right
he's
now. He's taking
using it.
heli. Oh my god. 48 HP. Does have a momentary reprieve, but he's in the middle of nowhere right now. He might be out of walls soon as well. He needs heals. And he is so exposed. He needs someone. He needs a tactical like evac right now. Someone needs to show up in a mini to get this M2 home. I don't know if you want to try and defend against other people looking to counter with an M2 right now.
Somebody needs to pick this man up, or he needs reinforcements. He needs anything at this point. However, he's going to do massive damage to the helicopter, obviously, by hitting the blades, and it is going to turn it into a downward spiral into the ground. He's going to survive at 11 health, just barely, but I don't know if this was the smartest move by
Yeah, yeah,
engaging the
yeah.
helicopter.
That's smart. That's smart. That's smart. Just go ahead and stash that. He's got an AK on his back. You don't. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay.
He's going to be
All right. He's gonna
utilizing
keep
that
the M2 for
M2.
now.
Reloading, getting ready for the war. He's locked and loaded and ready to go. Obviously, loot being over here, we can see three crates basically all being in the same area, with the other one there, and one's in the
Ah.
helicopter, which can be hard to get.
All right. You start hitting a tree. Get the spears ready. I don't know if he's gonna be able to secure that last one. Might have to like do a little spear trick with the heli to get that one out. But right now, there's no one in the distance at all. I don't believe anyone actually built out here. That first heli was down by Oxum's there, you saw on the south hand side. And I think that's like the closest base. Everyone else is fairly centralized and in the north side of launch. And so if they're going to come to counter, it's possibly going to be that squad. But we have to remember that it was which team was it? Bots. We're actually keeping an eye on that one, looking for control on that base. Especially with 5 minutes to go. I don't know if you want to try and steal this loot away or just control a base for now and just go straight to raiding.
Does look like he's shooting at somebody. Bots K
Oh
in a
my god.
mini.
How? I don't understand. Bots have like this like secondary sense. It seems like how can we grief Sophie as much as possible? Well, okay, you guys took down Heli. We're gonna go ahead and track you down in a mini at this point. So Sophie even shows that he's got the M2, so they know exactly where he is. So that's actually a pretty big find.
Solvi base possibly going to reinforce and help out their teammates, but again, this base, um,
Yeah. Very smart walls here because they built themselves on the low. You can see that there is a hill off to this side. They go ahead and provide a little bit more coverage on to that side of the roof, but it still puts them at that downhill angle if any raiders come from that side. We didn't get to talk much about the hard point, but it looks like Saipua still have secured control over it throughout all of this. They're at 60 points right now. A lot of that probably from hard point, but also a lot of that from the fragging that's taking place over here because, well, Solvi's not involved in that. So it's just been basically Robloxers and Saipua fighting it out over here.
And Saipua obviously having that control has put them into third place. However, Pepsi in 6 with 53, but Robloxers, Zach is going to get a kill there. Robloxers in 10th place with 31 points. Maybe not been the most successful, but doing the best they can. However, Pepsi is now moving in on the Robloxers. We can see 4 members and a raid platform going down 3 minutes. However, they have taken the low ground on Robloxers rather than the hill that is right next to them, possibly keeping them out of sights of the Solvi base.
Yeah.
They
That
are
that
going
is
to get
super
sprayed at.
important, right? You don't want to have your back to an easy counter at that point, but also they haven't shown their hand completely, right? The line of walls leading up to the base haven't been put out there. They're in the tree lines. Their raid platform is at the very least. And no one's even looked over in that direction. A lot of doors open right now, guys. It's 2 minutes in. You got to start closing up your doors, close up shop, batten down the hatches, and
Oh,
oh, Pepsi beams one on the roof. Intentions are now known. They know they have to get on their roof and start defending.
definitely scary as Builder Bob goes down right outside the base. I do think that is Yogi. I think he had Kazu in his name, but oh, we go down anyways. Nerm. Dragging out. You're going to see Makima though. Coming right outside the base with, I don't think he
Oh
had a
no.
gun, but he is going to leave the door open. He did have a gun fully kitted out. Nerm's going to be able to get that frag and go into the compound. Builder Bob, hashtag Kazu on the top there. Possibly looking for a shot on Nerm as he goes inside.
Shots coming over from that Saipua base, it looks like. Ooh, Nerm gets spot out. Makima, did you find a gun? Coming in from the outside there, and kind of just had a satchel down. Oh, and Shoobs, you gotta be careful. A lot of players still running on in. It does look like at the very least they have pushed out, maybe cleared out more members of Pepsi, but they are still just lurking, waiting on the other side of that wall. So plan could be just blow in, go through doors. Guys, just get the loot back in. Just get the loot back in.
Missing so many kits at this point. They just keep going down and losing their stuff. And really, I think you're right. I think they just need to start depoting their stuff, getting those kits off the bodies, going inside and closing their doors as Zach continues to spray back at Sepua, who I think also might initiate a quick little raid on Robloxers as they have been aggravating each other the entire time. However, Pixie is still there. This could end up being a 2v1.
Yeah, Saifu would just kind of double dipping here, right? Because they've got the hard point and they're getting free PvP third-party kills from inside of the hard point because no one's contesting them.
Oh,
Nice pickup there from Marnetta, but he still has a few members of Pepsi to deal with. Now, if you can actually pick up these 2 kills, you have to imagine they have a lot of boom on them. Knowles is just stuck in that corner. He's not being active at all whatsoever. So the entire plan, boom on in and go straight for the Blitzkrieg attack phase ending in 15 seconds. And we know the boom's going to start instantly. On the other side, where they set up that raid platform, you can see the stone walls right there. They haven't built more walls to get closer to the gate. They don't want to show where their raid platform is quite yet. And Robloxers, they're not even looking over there. They don't even know that it's over there. All right, here we go. Raid phase starting, and there's the first C4. Instantly, Pepsi will go ahead and push up. Knowles is into their compound, starting to boom.
he's
Zach
just
tries to push out, but
going.
Himothy is on the gate door and is able to back up Knowles, taking him out.
Just going to go in right off drop as the C4 continues to go off. He's going to be going inside of a wall, which is going to put him in between 2 doors where I don't think TC is right there, but I think they are getting... I don't think they're close quite yet. However, we are going to see Hendrix firing down from the top. Again, those doors are going to lead to those hallways, and there's Makima.
Man, I
Where
don't
am I
know what is
going?
going on. Bratva
Bratva's
is that
gone by.
first team gone. Fatality picks that one up. But Pepsi are just playing off these gates extremely well, using them against the defenders right now. Even though it looks like it's a 1v1, Pepsi are just always in position for the 2v1 backup. Taking a look at this raid, again, this is the one to the south. I believe bots were keeping an eye on all of that. And New Lua, that's why
Wow.
you need to get a compound down. You have no control over your base without a compound. A lot of doors have been left
All of these
open,
doors are
but they still
open.
have to blow through them.
Wow, busy. Yikes for this team. However, we were wrong. JXOT has managed to last longer than we thought they would. We thought they were gone right off that. And you know what? They have held on. Good for them. They will not be going home. They will not be going home first.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been, a combination of things, like people just confused about what the hell's going on with this base and not really being able to get a read on it. Inside the base right now, it's almost the entirety of bots. They are just here with the C4. Kate just needs to get kitted back on up, and they will continue their reign of destruction through this base, finding some spawns, finding a loot room, and,
Doors
yeah,
are
the lockers.
open.
So they're gonna
Oh,
bleed them
guys.
dry. Oh, no.
Oh, guys. Easy
Okay.
at the door.
Okay, there we go. All right, close your doors. Close your doors, guys. Okay,
A lot of those
close your
doors.
doors, guys.
A lot of those doors initially were not closed, which could be a fatal flaw for the team. Obviously, that is just less time and less boom used, but I think bots are just going to play extremely aggressive this time. We saw them play a little bit more reserved last time. Rocket PvP is not going to work.
He somehow survives that. It looks like what? This is just supposed to be more loot rooms. Um, okay. Yeah, no loot in there whatsoever, but that doesn't matter because all we're looking for is TC. Ricardo, close the door. There's a run away for the C4. Cool, guys, don't look at explosions. And there we go. He's gonna maybe find some loot, but again, this base has been torn apart already, and it's only like 3 or 4 minutes into the raid phase.
Definitely, and honestly, like bots as we saw is amazing. Ah, there goes JXOT.
Yeah, no surprises there.
Unfortunately, I think there were missing members. I think there was some issues. Uh,
Oh no, do you think someone just came in and sniped this one away from Coffee? Just a one-person counter from BG? We see the entirety of Coffee there. That's so unfortunate. Back at the new Lua base, still standing for the time being. And definitely outliving all of our expectations at this point, especially when you lose control like this. Oh my gosh, it is an absolute shambles.
it's not even close. Bots are playing the most aggressive we've seen so far. They are just destroying it. The base is gone just like that. Bots are demonstrating their extreme talent and skill for this game, and they're playing so aggressive.
Yeah, so now in our top three, we have three teams that have crested 120 points. That's going to be Coffee, Bots, and BG. Coffee in the lead by just a few points because of the PvP. Here's Solvi trying to show up for a little bit of action themselves, and maybe even to steal away the loot. We saw them running dry during the raid phase of EU. If they can just steal away the raid, the rest of this raid loot, I don't know how much New Lua actually had, but you have to imagine that there's a boom in here somewhere. So securing that, that's going to be one of the M2s going
Oh.
down. Oh no, bots have a huge opportunity now.
It is definitely an M2 that they can go on. However, G, I believe, is the person who got the kill, but at 6 health, we are going to see somebody in Russian who has just picked up the M249 as G moves in. It does look like they're going to be hopefully trying to get that scrappy, maybe grabbing the rest of their team, their loot, and leaving, and going off to another raid. We are already at least 12 teams left, possibly more. Um, top, I think actually that's it. 12 teams left already. NA is much more aggressive than EU has been.
Yeah, and you have to imagine, right? Like if bots take a loss there, even though they secured the TC, what if that was all of their boom, right? What if all their boom is there? And that's in a very isolated part of the map. It's going to be hard to reinforce. They still have the raid platform at the very least, but that could be a huge loss to take to Solvi, who can utilize all that boom that they pick up from countering at the end of the raid to go ahead and snowball into their next few raids. But taking a look at this raid right now, Bobors in a little bit of trouble. They are defending one person down inside, but it does look like the base is largely holding up, although it's opened up on this. Never mind. Oh,
Wow.
perfect timing, Kaz, as he shows us that it has basically been cored.
Wow. More and more that rockets getting thrown in, they are going to make that giant cavity where they can then ladder in and start making and finding their way around. Gamuma now moving in. We can still see some members are still firing rockets, trying to get those walls out, trying to get different angles out.
Oh, on the other side of this one, so it's two raids essentially going in. Oh, Nolik is
Nolik.
inside of the compound right now, keeping an eye on that side of the breach, so Gamuma might not have an opportunity to try and push in. Does have to be careful. The defenders are still inside right now. You saw one getting kitted up inside of the compound. Diego has been spotted, but there should be one more player on the outside looking to try and clear him out, but Bobors are having difficulty finding a way to push out from their compound, getting pinched essentially from either side of their base. Both of their compound gates have basically been on a lockdown, so they might not really have an opportunity to push out.
Definitely, they are doing the best they can, obviously. With a lot of different doors, a lot of different areas to hide that TC. Our observer and producer Kaz is doing the best that he can to not go through, not open doors, as a couple times in his best and others, we have gone through doors and just seen TC. And oftentimes that is a little bit of a yikes. However, ooh, Gamuma with a quick spray domino. So he is doing the best that he can to navigate this base without spilling any secrets.
I mean, it's gotten to the point where for Team Bobors, they're just like their resort is straight PvP, right? Rocket PvPs. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
we're in a desperate mode here. As much as we want to have honor, at the end of the day, a raid defense is a raid defense. Whatever how you do it. Nice little pickup there. One member of O going down. Domino from up top. The rocket. Oh my goodness. No link somehow surviving with 25 HP. Diego, turn around. He does know that he is there now, hiding behind the furnace, but Bobor's dropping down. Domino ends up falling as O is there on the other side. And this is the difficulty you run into. 2 points of access, 2 points, well, 2 teams, and all their eyes on you as you drop down from the roof. This defense is getting harder and harder.
They are doing their best to keep everybody out, but with 2 teams raiding, one of them being a counter as well. Ooh.
That's actually huge. That's actually huge. Diego denies a pickup, and then 4 members of O end up going down here, Vera bleeding out. And so now this is actually a huge opportunity. Lear, he needs to get out there. He needs to start clearing the raid platform if he can. He knows they're going to be on timer. He knows that they're actually respawning, but he's going to allow them the opportunity to try and run back in possibly. You can see Tron is out there right now, but they might actually already be on timer. On the other side, though, they have to worry about the second threat, Gamuma, into the core now. Almost the entirety of the team, the C4 is out, and they are getting through these doors.
They can. They've placed 3 C4 on 1 door. However, I do believe that is an armor. Just in case the TC's there, they are going to have to ladder up to hit that garage. We are going to see a ladder hatch, which can sometimes lead to TC. We are going to take a little peek through the crack through. It does not look like TC is there.
Interestingly enough, I think they had a ramp there above it. I don't know. We'll see. As now they are making their way through this core. Open door. That's going to be Diego, bringing him low. Oh, yeah, survives with 9 HP. Diego is going to go on the chase for the time being, even keeping in mind to close doors along the way. Although when you got the roofs of those doors exposed, it might not help that much. Nice little spray down there for Diego. And Lear is going to be able to
Wow.
follow up, pick up some loot, close some doors. But now Gamuma shows up with, oh yeah, then cleaning that one up. So this defense is just so hectic right now. Doesn't seem like O have been able to kind of gain their composure. There is one player inside, but right now, for the very least, it's just a 1v1. It's Gamuma versus Bobors on the defense.
Definitely, and this is just hard for them to counter really again with that two teams and all of them being so aggressive. Like oftentimes in the EU event, I feel like we had a little bit more of a PvP focus rather than this event where everybody's just kind of throwing everywhere. Diego just gonna get sprayed down though. Good kill by Gamuma. Oh yeah, as he goes up. This is not looking too hot for
Oh wait, they've climbed up. OR now in the shooting floor here. Don't know if they have any boom. I didn't see any C4. No rocket launcher on the back of that player. Vera dropped down low, 9 HP. It seems like he did get cleaned up. And so now, this is looking possibly doable for Bobers, but they might be running out of spawns. They might be on timer here. A lot of their base has been open. A lot of doors are open as well. Oh, guys, never mind. This might just be it. Gamuma. It's just a matter of time before they find the TC.
are just gonna keep going down. We can see two garages and one armored door directly below this. I believe this is another loot room. However, we could maybe. Oh, body just drops right in with the C4. Possible TC here, but I highly doubt it.
They are running out of doors though to go after, so it's just a matter of time. It is another loot room here as well, so again, it's just a matter of time. It's the early boom as well, so they should be able to kind of resupply off of this space as long as they secure the loot afterwards. Gamuma right now in full control. This just goes out to the shell, and they have to work their way. It seems like they kind of wanted to avoid going
Oh,
after
the
the advent
bots
calendar,
are
but they will have to
here.
deal with it. And now we have a counter coming in. It's going to be bots, Nikita, K, and G pushing up as that platform gets finished off. And Gamuma now, the time is ticking down. The pressure is on them. They need to hurry up. They need to finish this raid.
Wow. Bodies really just dropping everywhere here as the bots have made their entrance looking for that TC. Remember, TC's worth 40 points. Bots in second place with 143, already one raid in. Bots are doing wonderful for themselves so far. Obviously playing hyper aggressive as they keep going. It does look like a lot of them have died out though on the initial push. However, Nikita, our top fragger, is here and inside the base, running around looking for somebody. She's got the M249, which definitely could be the lifeline of Nikita right now as he goes along the base with a blow. And he is going to give some covering fire as I think that was V-Kid from Gamuma just went down.
Speaking of that, I mean, we have to remember that Solvi ended up securing 2 of the helicopters and their loot, right? So that means that one of these M2s came from Solvi. So that rivalry is still continuing on between Solvi and bots right now. Solvi currently in 7th place with 80 points. So bots are just playing so extremely well. VG finally get taken out by Fatality, and that's going to go ahead and put Fatality up to number 3. That's what, 2 raids for them so far. So really nice job coming out from Fatality here, securing that. And this is a largely untouched base, so that means that there's going to be a lot of loot in here. There should be a lot of boom, or at least extra kits for them to continue on.
And obviously Fatality taking out that third place team put them into third place themselves. So VG really were a pretty big contender until this unfortunate raid. I was looking to see them actually, really get to play, but early raid just takes them out.
Wow. Yeah, what happened here in this? It looks like they were able to just come in from the rooftop possibly. I don't know exactly where they came in from, but it looks like it was a top down, and they got lucky on finding that TC at the end of the day. It's just a straight shot into that one, securing that. VG might not have even had an opportunity to respond or defend that one. They might have been out on a raid themselves. It looks like it was so quick, tactical at that point. Back to the Robloxers base. They are now still defending here. Pepsi not getting that much work done on this base. This is a chunky one. It's got a lot of honeycomb to it, and so they have to deal with that. As we do have the pummel starting on this side, and you've got Soul B with that natural high ground on the other side, looking to try and race for this TC.
Absolutely. Now the Rockets are going to keep going in as they continue to blow that cavity again in the side of the base. This team is definitely going to have a lot of trouble team assist against, all right? These are Robloxers as they are going to continue to defend. We're going to see Maki emerging from doors as so much of their base has been destroyed. We can see Johnny now, so is Maki, there's Zach, all running around, finding guns, trying to just kill each other, the Robloxers are just trying to maintain their base. Our observer and our producer is cheering them on as this is his favorite team. And honestly, just doing their best to keep it. Pepsi has remained, again, undiscovered with their raid platform so long in the raid phase that they've just set up so much, done so much damage that they can't do anything anymore. Saipua is also going to be trying to counteract Pepsi in order to take this raid over, but really the Robloxers are getting targeted, and we can see Sylvie off there in the distance as well are also moving in. This has become a 3v1 onto the Robloxers, and this is definitely going to be a very hard battle to fight.
Yeah, I was wondering what Saipua were up to. Remember, they were very involved in the hard points when we were in our attack phase, and now they're finally rearing their head to get involved in this. So a 3-team raid onto the Robloxers, but you know, even though we had that pretty big hole on one side, all things considered, this base is standing pretty strong for the time being. Mostly honeycomb has been dealt with, but not much headway inside. No one has been able to push really into the breach, and that's the important part when it comes to a lot of these raids, making sure that you still have control over your compound. As I say that though, Solvi members and Saipua are able to utilize that breach inside of the shell to get in, and now they're starting to blow their way through doors.
Obviously, we can see sort of that advent calendar doors all around, but not really all that exists. And I think they went for a little bit more of a bunker slash hallway type of defense, but I don't think it's really stopping anyone. And here's ATL's going to take down Henrix. Lots of boom going off. Honestly, I don't know what Robloxers is going to do.
Importantly, one thing I want to note, I haven't heard a single M2 coming out from the Solvi side, so I think they lost all their M2s that they fought so hard for during the attack phase. Might be in the hands of bots. We did have one bots player actually running around with that during the raid, so I'm glad to see that Solvi are at least able to, you know, take the L's and continue on. That is super important here. Nice little to pick up. But now take a look. So many doors have already been dealt with. Pepsi are deep inside their core right now. There's no way it's going to be behind this. It has to be a jump up. Oh no, Robloxers. Gotta check your corners, doors and corners as you clear out your base.
Wow. So much hell getting rained down onto the Robloxers. I'm surprised they've held on this long, but they're doing whatever they can, fighting back as much as they can to hopefully at some point reclaim their base. But at this point, so much damage is done. I think teams are just going to keep coming back and back and back just to try and find this TC. But the good news is a lot of this boom is getting wasted, which means some of these teams are going to have to transform into a more defensive, more sparingly strategy so that they can find that TC without wasting all of the boom.
I just heard like 50 C4 go off at that point. It's just in a row every second. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, a lot of resources going into this base right now, which I mean, it goes to show how chunky it really is. The rocket spam as well still coming in, or at least I think just one person from Saipua rocketing from this side. But yeah, I think you just need to get in there with the C4. Trying to go through all the sheet metal is going to take so long in fives. This rocket pummel is not something that really works out extremely well unless you got the jump. Pepsi definitely had the jump on this base early on. We saw them setting up the raid platform about 5 minutes throughout the attack phase. So they were ready, but you can tell that this base has withstood the last 21 minutes of raid. It is about to be on its last leg.
Legs, and here we go. More and more. There's Nerm now. Has just picked up a lot of kills, but he's going to keep going. This is going to get harder and harder as now Pepsi, most every team here that is contributing to this raid now has direct access into those doors to place that C4 to get more kills. And I think the roadblocks are going to keep going, but I think they're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, I mean, this base, though, I would say, I would estimate, has eaten about 40 rockets and maybe 80 C4. It is a beast. It is definitely eating into so much time at this point. More rockets still coming in. And it's just they're hoping that they hit the home run at this point with that rocket, just that grand slam boom. We still have the defenders up though, as
Bots
bots end up getting eliminated. Fatality came in with the snipe. Bots were out on a raid. Where was this where was this PC that they were able to just take it?
Our producers are saying theirs because of the wood, but wow.
Wow, they even secure an extra M2 for themselves. So, I mean, we have to keep an eye out on Fatality. That's 2 quick raids in the last 23 minutes for Fatality. Coffee ends up eliminating ARG as soon as we get to this base. And there it is, the TC right there in that advent calendar wall. You can see kind of the weakness when it comes to the advent calendar style is just that you get that one person running around like it is Christmas Day, throwing around all that C4, and yeah, you can easily kind of tell which doors not to blow because we had so much twig there. But that's already what, about 6 teams gone. So yeah, NA has been extremely fast.
Absolutely, they definitely move in are definitely a hell of a lot more aggressive than EU, but it does look like we are going to be moving on to our next base slash raid here as we look at the Bulbor's base with Gamuma. It does look like there's been some repairs done, but it's definitely still a raid. They're doing whatever they can here. Now, it does look like Orbers are doing whatever they can, but we are going to move over to the Robloxers base, who are still just struggling and kind of doing whatever they can.
I think at least importantly, they're up, right? There are a few members still up on the roof right now. So never mind, I thought I saw some guys up top. You might all be on timer at this point. There it is. Makima is still inside, might be just cowering in a room, not wanting to open any doors and leave any vulnerabilities to the base. Rocketing through the doors right now. This base is still taking a non-stop beating from 3 different angles so far, and teams inside as well with C4. So it is definitely keeping up snuff at the very least. But a lot of the compound has been opened up, and now it looks like control is just completely gone. It's gonna take a miracle, honestly, at this point for Roblox to come back in.
Are doing their best. They are going to continue their raid though. Trying to do whatever they can to find that TC. They've blown so many doors, they've shot so many rockets into the side of this thing, and they just can't find TC. So you know what? Kudos where kudos is due. Robloxers have done a magnificent job at hiding that TC from any other team.
Now, I think we've reached the point where this base has eaten like 100 rockets and 100 C4. Like, It is
Yeah.
definitely the punching bag of the lobby right now. Oh no, getting stuck on the ladder there. Tier will be able to pick up that free kill. A lot of loot bags back here, but he's going to be the next one to fall into the trap. We'll see. Snoops. Okay, but he's into the exposed core, so not much safety here for him. We'll see. Maybe he can find a door to repair. Oh, he ends up going down. And that's some C4s. All right. Saipool, continue the raid. Johnny is there to back him up. At this point, you just need to start using that boom. You just need to start using that boom. It looks like they were trying to grief a lot of these, this boom as well. And so they're losing out on bats right now. So just start throwing down the C4. It's just a race for the to the finish here.
Yeah, and they're just gonna keep going. I think Robloxers is as good as eliminated. I'm sorry, they've done all that they can. They've been amazing competitors, but this is, I think that's it.
Yeah, there they go. Yeah, they end up finding it finally, and it's gonna be Pepsi that picks it up. And honestly, there weren't many doors left, and really, the only doors really remaining on this base were on the shooting floor, right? So, yeah. I'm glad that they were able to pick that up, but a lot of boom was used here. I don't know if there's going to be much loot recovered to continue on. Yeah, and to this day, we will not know where the TC actually was. That's going to be a secret that dies with Robloxers and whoever it was on Pepsi. But I feel like with how they were spamming C4, it might have just been a random C4, a third C4 on the door that ended up taking out the TC or something along those lines. So now it's just a fight for scraps at the end of the day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams remaining now. It's Coffee in the lead with 259 points. Fatality in second place with 188, and Pepsi in third with 168. So a fairly comfortable lead for Coffee as they're moving on to their next raid. They're on the rooftop. N2 narrowly dodged by Coffee here. He's got to be careful. He's going to take the duel. Tamada ends up going down.
Damn, Coffee is just lighting them up with that M249. He's going to get 3, but go down out his 4th as Hollow's going to take him out from underneath. Does not look like he's going to get that M2 though, but then might have to eat my words again. Oh, no. He's going to hit a quick reverse. He's going to keep going up trying to find the TC. There's Omuma now moving in, trying to possibly find a gun to help out.
That was some aggression coming out from him because, yeah, he did have the opportunity to actually pick up that M2. Nice little kill there coming out from Bobors. Trying to keep this one alive for the very least. Tamada is up here now. He might actually be the one that found that M2. I believe he was the original one that was up there with it. And so having control of the shooting floor with that M2 will be extremely strong. But C4 now in the hands of, nothing quite there, but he does find a few more doors to toss that one into. It's going to lead right back into the shell. But, you know, you got to learn the hard way. Might have to go into core at this point. We do have a few armored doors still standing here. And they spotted that out, but nope, never mind. It's actually just a core. Where the hell is this TC?
Don't know. Nobody can find it. Obviously, there are some doors left over, but they just can't seem to find it, man.
There's no way it's behind this garage door. Wait, what? Possibly. Okay, we found a few more garage doors though, and that's just gonna be a loot room, a bedroom. So, didn't quite get there.
Does look like he's going to be looking for another pick as more and more C4 goes off. This again, that's just another divider garage door. He's going to be able to grab some loot from that now. More med stims, more ammunition, and he's going to be good to go.
I mean, that's like the only door remaining at this point. That armor door just goes out. Yeah, that armor door leads to nothing else. So I think they might have actually baited with the garage doors here. It's like there's no way they're gonna put their TC behind a garage door, but those are the only ones remaining here.
They have hit every door other than like 4 garage doors, and I think that's all. It's the only. There's no.
It's the
Like
mind games,
this
right?
has me
It's the meta
confused.
meta. It's the meta meta. Like, there's no shot that they're gonna blow through these garage doors when they see all these armored doors everywhere else, right? But that's the only thing remaining. The only doors that they haven't hit are garage doors throughout all of this.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh my god.
It's been a
Oh
game of like
yeah.
hot potato with this M2. Now in the hands of, oh yeah, Domino. Go ahead and pick that one up. No, never mind. That was a different name. What was that? Bagita. Actually,
Yeah.
picking that one up.
Going to keep going. Bujetta, I think you said, is going to keep going. Here's Lear to possibly help his teammate, maybe find a kit. It does look like he already has 2 bullet holes in the side of his face, though, as he walks by, which is always good. Battle scars for the road. Coffee has just shown up and is looking to be taking that raid platform and building their own. Possibly as well taking that Scrappy. This could be a steal from Team Coffee, who is currently in #1 with over 80 points in the lead.
Yeah, they try to join in, I believe, top down, but now they have to go ahead and put their best foot forward. Double raid platform, possibly for them, or was that just a platform that was there beforehand and you have to wait this one out? But
That was the
oh,
platform that they had before.
heli bomb.
Oh,
Someone just got onto the roof. I don't know exactly who it was. I think it might have been Vera and Nolik hopping in there. But it looks like they do at least survive that, and everyone is just chomping at the bit to try and find this last door to blow. Guys, I think you just have to go through the garage doors at this point. I don't know if it seems like it's a point of pride to not boom through the garage doors, but that's all that's remaining here.
there's nothing else to go through, and yet they just can't seem to find the TC. I mean, we've had bases that have lasted like this before, but I'm wondering how long that this team can hold out. Kamuma's having to spawn at their base and sort of start to run back. It does look like they're going to be trying to get rid of that raid platform, though. But, like, we've had teams who have been able to hold out for, like, an hour just because their TC is so hard to find. It'd be really entertaining if Boboros could hold on that long.
Unfortunately for them, though, they're spawning in outside bags right now. Like, and they don't have. I don't think they have any more spawns inside of their base. One raid platform over here has been dealt with. It seems like for the large part, only one bed on it, and that was O's. So someone did come in and grief their raid platform at the very least. It might have been Galore, might have been Coffee. Speaking of Coffee now, looks like someone has found that M2 that has been making its way through, I don't know, like 50 different players' hands. Just in this base alone, by the way, just in this base alone.
God. That M2, like you said, it's just the hot potato. You keep tossing it to a new guy every single time. Somebody pick it up off another body, or somebody will find it in a box. Or, like, literally, they just keep finding it. They just keep picking it up. Now C4 going to garage doors. We have another 2 here. I think the teams are just getting fed up with this base as they keep going. Another garage door to go through. No more doors on that level that we can see. Oh, there's another like 18 garage doors or something here.
This is just shooting floor, right?
No,
it's not. Huh.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is like the highest chances we've got now. I thought there were only a few more garage doors, but no, there was still like 8 more. Here at this point, this one actually goes out to the shooting floor.
Wow. Wow.
Coming in. Nolik is up
man.
top on the shooting floor, I believe, right now with that M2. No, this is just the roof. This is just the roof at this point. Okay, yeah, we're all out of doors. There's literally just one door now. There's literally, okay,
It's
2 doors.
Just,
2 doors.
Just that one. It's just that one. It's not even behind that one. There's another one.
Oh my goodness. All right, Coffee, just throw all your
No,
C4. Oh
it's
my
not even
God.
that one. it's chalked. It's cursed.
Okay. No.
Not this one. What the hell?
I don't know.
What?
Like, I was impressed with the Robloxers base, but like, this is doing more with less. Like, this is efficiency somehow. I don't know what's going on, but 3 teams currently: Gamuma, O and Coffee. Oh, along with Bobors. 4 teams absolutely failing to try and find this. So wait, never mind. This is Bobor's base. They're the defenders. I forgot. Sorry. We've been here for so long. All right. Final one, possibly? No. Another door.
Oh,
Okay.
goddamn garage door! This is bullshit. My voice is cracking, man.
Okay, I've said this like 5 times, but this has to be the last door. This has to be the last door. Oh. Yeah, it might actually just like be a maze and kind of like circles inward or something, like spirals in. It's like a long spiral hallway. No. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Team Bobors, we're gonna call you guys the magicians because you guys are somehow making magic happen with this base. I don't understand how it's still standing.
Where have they put it? I can't physically comprehend where the hell they have put it. Somebody just start foundation rating at this point. It's not worth it anymore.
I mean, I think it would have been cheaper to actually just to foundry wipe from the beginning. We did get a glance at where the M2 is. It is on the ground now. What the hell? Yeah, the only remaining doors, well, that garage door and then the one on the shooting floor. Like, yeah, the shooting floor peaks. That's it. That's it. What the hell?
Wow. I don't even...
Well, all right, boys. All right, Lear on the defense. Does he have any doors to try and like repair?
it is the exact last door.
Fatality was eliminated by nobody, so you might have been sussy. Might have been sussy, boys. Fatality. Were you guys bad boys? They did have 2 really quick raids where they went straight to TC. You know what? I'm gonna give this one to the admins. Admins probably made the call there, so really unfortunate.
I have just asked the admins what has happened. As we said, they hit 2 TCs in the span of like 20 minutes, and they hit them exactly. I am looking to figure out what happened. Speaking of admins, we did figure out what happened with JOXT. Turns out the TC plugin, as there is a special one, was plugging up and they weren't able to put one down for quite some time. However, they're gonna keep fighting over this base. They're just not checking this one goddamn garage door. They just think it's a regular area. They just can't find it.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing, right? Where we're at the beginning, well, not at the beginning, like I guess halfway through this raid, we're like, yeah, it's only garage doors standing, and there was like a natural inclination from a lot of our teams to just not even blow through garage doors because who's putting their TC behind a garage door, right? Usually when you're raiding, you're looking for like armored, some sort of hint in a base. But they just kind of mind gamed everyone. They just mind gamed everyone. It's like, yeah, you know what? We are gonna go ahead and put it behind a garage door or something because that's the only thing standing here.
Yeah. Wow. Everybody's just scrambling around. At this point, it's just a PvP fest. How long are they going to be able to last? Like we are well into way past. They should have made it. It's been 40 minutes. They've been raiding this base for 40 minutes, and they cannot find one goddamn TC. I don't understand.
It's just sheer PvP at this point, and like it's been going on for so long that even on the outside beds, people are on timer. Like, that's insane. And everyone on their raid platforms on timer, everyone in base. Well, I mean, there's no response in base. But for this team, all their outside bags are on timer. There's just nothing to do. Gamuma are back in here. We'll see. They have to deal with Coffee. They have to deal with Maxim. Oh my goodness.
We have received words from the admins. Fatality was eliminated due to cheating, TC cheating, in order to find TC easier. Obviously with TC location or can't remember what the command is called, but they were exploiting that, and that was the reason they. I believe every member of the team has been given a lifetime ban as well.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna say that's really fucking shitty. It's
Yeah.
really unfortunate because the two teams that they ended up taking out, Bots and VG. Bots, we were looking at, you know, when they just won EU.
Bots
And
are some.
coming in as a heavy favorite to get taken out like that, that's really shitty. That's really shitty. So
Bots
our
are some-
apologies to Bots and VG for that happening. It's really unfortunate. We try our best, of course, to handle it as it comes, but sometimes that happens. We're really sorry. So yeah, I hope there's something we can do about that. It's yeah. Anyhow, let's get back into the game right now. This is frustration coming out. Was that Bobors? I don't even know.
They're just hitting floors at this point. They can't even do it. However, we did see Wawa rush in there. It's possible that he's seen the door. There's C4 on the bottom left there.
There's so many bodies
could
here.
be
That you can't even
somebody's.
find it. There we go.
Somebody's just gotta pick it up and throw it.
Look up, Paulo. Look up, Paulo. Paulo.
Come on,
Paulo.
come on,
You can do it, Paulo.
please.
What is he doing? Paulo.
Come on,
Put it together.
come
Put
on.
it together.
No.
Paulo. What?
No, going there.
This is madness. This is just pure frustration and madness. Was that all of, no.
Please.
He had a few more C4. He had a few more C4.
No.
Oh no. Wait, does the GC actually survive? Because he blew the floor. No one's gonna look up at that door anymore. Oh my god.
What do you even do? I can't, man. God damn it.
The big issue is that like this is the only raid going on right now. So this is all you guys get. This is all you guys get. Everyone just struggling on this base. And you know, the little consolation prize for Bobors, they haven't been able to play the game because they've been on timer essentially for the last like 30 minutes. Is the fact that they can look on as everyone's brain is getting absolutely melted by this base.
I can't even. I don't even know what to do anymore, man. Like this one garage door has been here the entire time. Nobody has seen it. Nobody has realized that it's there, and nobody can find the TC. This base has been around for 45 minutes of raid now. And it keeps, and it's lived through all of it. Somebody's gotta found it. Hollow, I think Hollow's seen it. I think Hollow has seen it.
Hollow was the last guy. Remember, Hollow was the one that created that put us in this situation where like no one's gonna throw TC up, or no one's gonna throw C4 up there. Hollow is the reason why we're here now. Hollow could have ended things. Hollow could have ended things. He's the reason why we're here.
Where is the TC exposed?
No.
Can't be.
No. Bounty wipe, come on guys, just go for the bounty wipe at this point. There's okay. Oh, rocket splash might do it. Okay, all right. When tactical spamming of C4 doesn't work, rocket spam might, but they are actually a few layers off of it, so it's gonna take a while.
God. What the hell is this?
They're almost there. They're almost there. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going.
Come on. Oh, splash. I think is that Foundy wipe that I'm hearing below us? Oh.
I'm seeing rockets going into feet. What if that was like their last rocket? What if that was like their last rocket and he just ate it with his foot? Oh. I think they might have given up. I think they gave up. Are they out of boom? No way. Was that actually the last rocket that went into his foot? There's no shot. There's no shot. Oh, they've got C4. They've got C4.
Is that enough? Is that enough to break the wall?
It should. They splashed through. They found it. Oh my
finally done.
god, they did it. Gamuma, you did it. You fucking legends. You guys did it. and you guys did it just in time because right after this TC gets taken, we're gonna take a break because I think
Yeah, I
we
think
all
I need
deserve
one
it,
after
you
that.
included at home. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a short break while we get some water and a bathroom break. Gamuma, congratulations on finally getting the Bobors TC. This is Base Invaders, sponsored by Rusty Pot. We'll be right back, guys, right after this. All right, welcome back, guys. As we've recovered some brain cells after that last raid, Pepsi and Gamuma decide to come and raid over. Or excuse me, Pepsi decided to raid Gamuma. Gamuma are out here countering. This raid is over. We did see a quite good pummeling coming out from Pepsi, but Gamuma were able to instantly respond. You can see Gamuma's base right there is basically all armored up. And we were getting some good rocket pummeling, but I don't even know what happened. Gamuma just somehow pushed out and completely decimated that raid. and finished it all off. We're down to our final 6 teams here already, Griffin, and I mean, there's still 40 minutes remaining.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, failed rate attempt there. Gamuba was easily able to counter it, but it just looks like over here it's just become a little bit of a PvP mess. We see obviously the broken base, but as well 2 O members fighting another member of Sapua.
Yeah, look at all of those bags. That's what was going on. Like that's how much
Oh,
fighting was taking place at this Bobor's base. There's so much loot there. You have to imagine that if there's any boom remaining, by the way, right? Because both the Bobor's base along with the Robloxers combined, they probably took like 300 C4. That's like all the boom on the server went into those 2 bases. So if there's any boom remaining, it's going to be in some of those bags there. So securing this loot could actually be really, really important.
yeah. Obviously getting those extra kits, extra boom that they can maybe find on some bodies will be very useful in the future so they can go and do more raiding. I believe we're down to, what, 6 or 7 teams, right, Kaz? 6 teams, and those obviously are our top 6. We have Coffee in number 1 with 295 points, coming up on 300. Number 2, we have Gamuma with 247. We have Pepsi at number 3 with 201. We have Saipua in number 4 with 173. And we have Solvi in number 5 with 142, and O in number 6 with 121. Solvi not exactly living up to my expectations.
Yeah, I mean, they took a few bad L's, right? It was really unfortunate for them because they played the attack phase very attack helicopter objective oriented. They were able to secure a couple M2s, but they ended up getting countered by bots. And so that rivalry kind of lived on from our EU broadcast earlier on. And unfortunately, bots went in a very shitty way. Unfortunately, you see they got their TC taken by Fatality, who got DQ'd because they're cheaters. So
Yeah.
that happened. So very, very unfortunate stain on today's competition, but we're going to try and roll with the punches as best we can here. There's 6 teams remaining. They're still trying to put on a show, but honestly, I don't think there's any boom remaining here.
Yeah.
We have 5 bases in the middle. I think Coffee's base is relatively safe up here by itself right now. No one's in base really. They're all out going for PvP at this point, and I think that's what we might see for the next 30 minutes.
Oh God, are we gonna?
Oh, never mind.
Pepsi have gone for the
Pepsi,
raid.
after that one fail raid on Gamuma, instantly shift targets going after this Saipua base. So this could be it. Pepsi, if they get some PvP and if they get the TC, that could put them above Gamuma into 2nd place.
Like you said, I think we actually at some point might see some people run out and do some mid-game farm runs so that they can make more boom.
Yeah, kind of have to at this point. Pepsi seem to be the only one with boom here. Saipua, though, they get the raid alert. They get the notification that their base is getting raided. And you get to see it on the map. So this could draw the attention of the other bases in the area to come get involved as well. Saipua turning around. You can see, I believe that is the remnants of the Bobor's base. Oh, YOLO. This actually worked out well for him. The fact that he is already running back from that last raid. So he'll have an opportunity to try and at least fight from the outside.
Definitely. Now, we can see 3 members on the roof getting some loot going down. It looks like a member was either dropped maybe by a rocket, maybe forced off height, or
I think he actually got shot through the gate. I think the gate was hatch was open and he just got taken out. Yeah, you could see the hatch was open and he got spotted out. They're gonna try and push out from this side, but that's where Pepsi's raiding from. Tier is there, keeping an eye on it for now, as Pepsi will continue to this rocket spam as Annette actually falling back. Do they need to like go back for more boom, or they try to find the flank? They do have Saipua. There's YOLO on that wide flank, taking such a safe wide flank. Oh, he knows that this raid defense basically rests on his shoulders here.
Wow. Okay, so there he is. There he is. Here. Oh.
All right, YOLO does
YOLO.
survive though, so it keeps the raid defense
Yeah.
still really possible for him. But now his position has been given away, so Pepsi will be aware that he's got to be dealt with basically in the back. Noel's running back naked throughout all of this, and YOLO's
Jeez.
going to go ahead and just change up his position here just in case. It allows Knowles to pick up this loot at the very least, and now YOLO's got to try and approach from a different angle.
Definitely, he's got some gear now that will maybe give him a shot at getting rid of YOLO, but we are going to transition over to the O base, where it looks like everybody has moved over. We see Gamuma now hitting the O base, as well as it looks like Coffee on the other side. Wow. Oh, doing what they can, but we are going to immediately see, again, more and more of that wall being blown out. At this point, I feel like they deserve just a quick, easy TC. And really, that's what I'm hoping for, because if we have a repeat of that base, I am going to have an aneurysm.
Well, that base was an absolute shit show. Like there were 3-4 teams trying to raid them. Everyone was just kind of countering each other. It was it was like team deathmatch in there. I mean, it looked like we were playing Quake. We had the launcher, we had the PvP, the rocket PvP going on, and everything. But here comes Gamuma. Hollow's inside right now. He's got C4 strapped to his side. Nice little angle there onto, I think that was Tamada going down. And he's going to go ahead and back away just to play it safe. Pops is there for Coffee. So O now having to deal with 2 intruders into their base. No lick on the rooftop. But he's got a few peek down to really utilize at this point. But Hollow's going to try and take that away from him. If he can wrestle away control of the roof, that would be huge.
Yep. Oh, here comes the rocket. Hollow. Possibly looking for angels to go in there. More and more rockets. Again, another entryway for their team just to go in. Coffee now on the flank as well, but it doesn't matter. Gunned down by O, and Gamuma member also gonna go down. Just steady beams one after another. 1, 2, 3. Off going now.
Yeah, no lick puts in a good defense there, but he ends up going down. Still slowing down Gamuma, slowing down the other side as well. Coffee now pushing in. Wawa trades his life as Kid will go ahead and pick up the trade at the very least. But the roof defenders, Maxim is there picking up that. Hollow might have run out of ladders because he wants to push up. He needs to get there, get some roof control for his team at the very least. But he's got 3 ladders up, and honestly, I generally don't carry more than 3. So he actually just might be out of ladders here, and he's going to need his team to open this one up so that he'll have access to that roof. And here comes the Rockets. They are starting to deal with all the cover that they have on the roof. Now this defense is going to get harder and harder. No one's actually dealing with the rocket spam.
Remember, running away from the conflict, that's fair. Vera, although on a possible flank to go around the base, maybe looking for some guns, some boom to go take out that raid platform. As we can see, the rest of the O team trying to do what they can, but we're going to see a drop down from Hollow. And there's the rust physics. Always good when we have stretchy arm.
You can see the patience paying off for Hollow too. He was just waiting that whole time, and now he's in there with the C4, working on the advent calendar. Hollow has spawned, and now he is trying to follow him out. Hollow with a nice little peek there, brings him low, but this 1v1 will continue. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie around the core right now. Oh, and Vera ends up going down. That's going to be another kill coming in for Hollow, as
that's going to be it.
He ends up falling ultimately in the end to Tron. Coffee getting raided, so they have to pull off of their raid and come in for the defense. which could work out for them, right? Solvy's going for a last-ditch effort here, going for this raid up against Coffee. But Coffee have a very comfortable lead over Gamuma. That's a 60-point lead, some odd. A raid defense will basically secure a win for them at this point.
Definitely. Solvi, really, this raid defense points going towards Coffee, you're right, would definitely help and definitely push them a long ways towards that win. I don't know if quite secure, but definitely give them a huge advantage. If Solvi's going to do this, Solvi needs to win, or else Coffee will. Right? It's do or die right now for Solvi. They've already started the raid. They can't pull off.
Oh, and it looks like defenders are outside currently. Yeah, Coffee is there. It's going to be Coffee user. He's got a few members of Solvi around him. He's got the help of Espresso as well. And is this their raid platform or possibly?
Oh my god!
Oh, takes out a
The
spotter
Jackie
there.
kill.
He stays
The
alive with 13
jackhammer
HP and the Jackie. Oh my god. They are dealing with it. Here comes the defense. All right. We do have Squinty Face here, though. In the 1v1. Oh, goes for the peek. But he dealt with the beds. The beds are gone. That's the important part.
Damn.
I believe they have a secondary platform possibly up here. A little bit closer, but it is not walled off. So there's an opportunity for one errant rocket just to end this raid here.
Yeah. Coffee, obviously, definitely not the hardest defense that they've ever done, but definitely challenging. We can already see holes in the compound as well as lots of damage done to their main base, which can be challenging, especially when different peaks, different doors and stuff are getting blown off the hinges. It can be an issue. However, now back at K8 over here at Team O's base, we can see Gamuma, we can see one member of Coffee actually, and we can see Sakua. Sakua obviously in 4th place with 206 points, about 100 points away from Coffee. Doing what they can to, there we go, we're going to see 3 C4 thrown onto that. We're going to get them to the roof, which is what O is expecting.
You want armor doors up here as well, Tamada. Full roof control. Maxim down lower. But Gamuma Hollow trying his best to get back on in. He was on a tear once he was able to infiltrate the base. But the defenders are trying to seal up. Oh, he goes for the peek as he's building. He does get the at least upgrade on one wall, but we do know that it starts off with staggered health. And so it's not going to be at full HP. You can still take it down pretty early on if you get a few rockets there. So the work is not completely undone. Gamuma, you want to push in. Hollow is there. C4 to try and take out these turrets. And it was a close toss there, but he's at least inside.
Ooh, auto turret. Remember, C4 does not do splash damage. The auto turret will not have taken any damage. C4 continues to try and defend that base. Gamuma, some members off in the distance, I think, spawning at other bags that they can come back and help due to extensive death. Trying to come and continue the raid on Team O. We can see Saipua, another member coming from our top left there to come and help his team. Again, spawning at an outside base. We can see Nerm as well. I think he's blowing up a raid platform on the left there. What is he doing?
Yeah.
Loot.
Yeah, very much. Just was able to deal with this raid platform. And I think, yeah, it might have been Saipua's at this point. You can see all the loot being dropped down, trying to figure out what's important here. Maybe try to find Boom, because Pepsi did end up fail raiding twice in a row, taking 2 big L's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. We got some rockets, AKs, full metal sets. There we go. Oh my gosh. We've seen about maybe 4 rows of rockets here. So
This
this raid can continue.
Revival. This could be Pepsi's revival if Nerm can secure this, but we do see 2 Saipua members, one a lot closer than the other. Nerm is completely oblivious. This could be the end. Saipua obviously activating that crouching technique. This could be a gun to take him out.
Can you imagine if you come in for like you come into counter
got
and you
it.
see a
Oh.
bag like that? You come into counter a raid and you see a bag with like 4 rows of rockets and all the AKs and full metal sets. He's absolutely zooming right now.
I would have taken that scrappy and I would have flown back to base. I pooled it with the rest of the team and come back.
It's one of those like situations where like where you're in like voice chat with your squad, right? And like you can't even tell them what you have. He's like, guys, I can't even tell you what I have. Just look at the box. Look in the box. You get home, you depot, just look in the box. I can't even tell you. Gamuma though, they are now starting over on this rocket spam. They're just gonna go straight to core with this pummel. They tried their best at being tactical with hollow inside. But now it's just going to be brute force.
Absolutely. 25 minutes remaining on the raid period. Could be it.
At this point, I'm just surprised that there's still boom. Like after the beating that the Bobor's base and the Robloxers base took, I'm just surprised that there's still boom here. And honestly, a lot of it was donated by Pepsi to different teams. So, and I think, yeah, Gamuma, right? Gamuma got raided by, or was it Coffee that got raided by Pepsi? Anyhow, they are putting it to good use at the very least. They're not going to let it go to waste. And they are slowing down just a little bit. That's allowing them an opportunity to actually repair their base.
Yeah. Look, and again, a long-lasting dream that sort of started with Kaz and then moved to all the other casters is that one day we will have one team standing at the end. Today, I don't think we have the best chance we've ever had with 6 teams remaining in 23 minutes, but it's possible if we get some lucky raids going. That is something that I know I would love to see.
I remember those days. I remember my first cast of Base Invaders. I thought it was possible too. No, I'm now disillusioned. It's never gonna happen. Although this today's games gave it run for its money for the very least, because we had so many raids going on early. We were down to 6 teams basically at the halfway mark, and so there was a good chance that today could have been it. But these bases today have proven that even in 5 you can put up an amazingly strong base. But for Gamuma, here they go, continuing on with that rocket spam.
Yeah, and even then, during the Base Vader staff events, which I got to play in, I think we got down to the last 2 teams, and they're throwing C4 to make sure that other teams won't get it. They are wasting it, throwing it over the side. This is not what the other teams want right now. This is making sure that if they can't have fun, then no one gets to have fun, is what they are saying. They are going to throw away everything that they have in the base.
It's getting to armored though, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to get through all of this. I guess they were really worried about the top down though, because I mean, if you look at it, right, Honeycomb is sheet metal, but the floors are armored, so TC has to be in middle, right? But I don't know why I'm trying to use logic today when, you know, the Bobor's base defied all logic and withstood 4 teams raiding it for like 40 minutes.
Definitely. And just more and more rockets getting drilled into Team O. I think we'll get down to 5, maybe 4 teams by the end of the event, and I think that'll be it. Honestly, wow, Gamua off in the distance doing whatever they can to try and get this TC. It's getting harder and harder for them to claim. You know, obviously with the raid going on, they're running out of boom. We can hear, just launching a C4 over the edge. At some point, I think they're just going to resort to rocket PvP and just to get the rockets out of their inventory. But at this point, like, the base is so damaged. However, we are going to see some repairs go down. So maybe it was a mistake wasting all that C4, but we'll see how long we last.
Hearing a lot of boom off in the distance as well. A lot of C4 going on at the
Yeah.
other raid right now. So maybe it's time to go ahead and swap on over as this one has slowed down just a little bit. And it's a new raid. It's onto Gamuma right now. Pepsi going for their second.
It's
They're going for the founding wipe. They're going for the founding
Foundation
wipe. Oh my god. They've got all their players with C4 right now. 1, 2, 3 is out here with the gun. Everyone only has their C4 now. He only takes out one. And now the C4 continues on. Timothy is here. Solvi flying in as well with the scrappy. They are halfway through the foundation. They need to keep going. Keep throwing that C4. That's the only way to take out Gamuma. Pepsi, will they finally be able to secure a raid? Well, brute force will do it. The C4 keeps coming down, and they are destroying this base, but Gamuma are back.
No way they went for the foundation wipe.
How do they still have
Wow.
boom? How does Pepsi still have boom? I don't understand. Do they just have someone farming this whole time? Just crafting this whole time?
Solvi
Oh
on the
my.
dome as well that could come in and help finish. Honestly, if I were to see this, I don't care how much boom I have. You go and you help finish that foundy wipe because that is amazing.
You see, O is here as
Somebody's-
well. O
they're gonna
turned
keep
around on that
throwing it.
raid. They gave up on the other base, and they're showing up here. Oh, Tier with the open door, but there's nothing else here. He's got C4. He's got C4. No, go for the foundy. Go for the
Go for
foundy.
foundations!
Oh my god.
Come on! Finish it!
He still has C4. He still has plenty C4. He's dealt with a few of the spawns as well. Gamuma are on timer, by the way. Gamuma are on timer. I think Kid is really the only one up. Hollow needs to heal up. So this is a huge opportunity for them. No, don't go for the doors now. Go for the founding.
Foundations! I'm with you right this. Come on. Come on. It's been so long since we've seen any kind of foundation wipe in Base Invaders. I think the last time that we saw even attempt was during 8-mans. He's gonna get the kill. Come on, come on, come on. He's got C4 from him. We just saw him take the C4 off that body. Come on.
It's
on.
literally like 1% stability on the entire base right now. Like,
You just-
I don't know how it's still standing. Just keep tossing in the C4, please, for the love of God. Oh no. The rooftop defenders of Gamuma taking their time now, slowing things down just a little bit. Pepsi needs to keep going for that Hail Mary. Who's that flying away? Wait. Okay, it looks like O's base. They're going back to that raid right now. We're going back and forth ping-ponging between the raids. Solavi looking to go after
my
Pepsi.
God.
They're going after Pepsi.
going
Top
for
down,
Pepsi.
possibly?
I can't even. What is this?
I have no idea what's going on. No,
What is this?
there might be a base up north that they can hit. I don't know whose base that is.
Coffee user has taken Brad to get more explosives.
You kind of have to go for it at this point. I don't even know. But yeah, cheers to Coffee. They're finding points however they can. You know, they've been getting their PvP points. They've got a 50 some odd lead, and it is Coffee up here. So I think they are just looking for that final base. And you know what? Coffee are all across the map. They could lose out on roof control here. I think Solavi might actually be going for it now.
Definitely, come on, you guys. God, that was legendary. The foundation wipe, but here they come.
I mean,
Often a
cheers to
great
Pepsi,
scrappy.
right? Like they
Yeah.
full send on all their raids, even though the raid defenses are so like every raid defense has only like netted 1 point. I think between all three raid defenses, like 1 point because the raids end so quickly. But they are at least full sending it. And speaking of full sending it, here comes Solvi. Are they gonna try to go for the foundy wipe? I mean, they're on the ground here, so it might just be it. Nope, they're gonna go through doors.
Wow. So they're going to be immediately reaching in to hopefully get in. They're just going to be throwing C4 as well. I don't think they're worried about doors. They're just going to keep going, you know? Wow.
Yeah, it's a full send for Solvi. They're currently in 5th place right now. It's all about pride. if they could take out Coffee, that would actually make Gamuma the winners overall. They get the plus 40 for themselves, but that would put them on par with Pepsi, who are currently at 230. And for Pepsi, I think all of those points are just from kills. Coffee did end up spawning back at home right now. There's Wawa on the ground floor. Everyone else
Coming
up on the
in,
roof right
come
now.
on.
Oh boy.
Wow, this has been one of the greatest base invaders I've ever casted. Holy Coffee now has come back to defend.
Yeah, Vlad lives. He actually wins out on that duel, puts him on timer, and that'll allow him to continue on to C4, but we are in the tunneling phase. He's got so many doors to go through. 15 minutes is not enough time to go through this base.
Wow.
Doing what he can. And we
Never
keep
give up.
going
Never
through
surrender.
the hallway. Oh, not the Nick 30 clip. Oh, triple headshot inside the doorway. Doing what he can. Again, Coffee's come here to defend their raid, but even then, there's not much to defend at this point.
Yeah. At this
think
point,
that's-
it's just so easy for teams to respond, right?
Oh, they're putting the
Gamuma.
foundations back.
Okay, they're repairing. Yeah, we were so close to seeing the Foundy wipe. Still, props to Pepsi for just full sending it on that one and trying to go for it. They were close. They were more than
Yeah.
halfway through this phase, halfway through this foundation. So, really good effort.
Wow.
And just like that, the dream is dead.
You know what? It's here they
Pepsi are back
come.
with the rock. Okay, so someone's back at home right now, like still crafting. Like,
Yeah.
someone's out there farming, hitting sulfur, cooking it. Their furnaces are still running. You know, this was definitely, I think, for Pepsi. I think in the future, one way to optimize, they just set up the auto crafting at this point for themselves. You know.
Yeah.
Just have someone out there farming the entire time. Just because if this is what they do with their boom, they go out and use it. They use it so fast. If they just had more, right? If they just had more, it was a huge possibility. Now, of course, the builds aren't at full HP, so that's why the rockets are getting through the armor so quickly here.
Wow. Pepsi's doing whatever they can at this point. I don't really blame them. Honestly, at this point, they're not even really raiding. They're just doing it in stupid ways, and they're having fun with it. And I can commend them for that. Like, foundation wiping, like, almost never works because people are so quick to adapt and get you out of the game. But they went for it anyways.
And they came back. They came back, you know. Like, this is their fifth raid that they're attempting here. They never, you know, stopped. They kept going. I mean, they only stopped to like craft some more, but hey, they're doing it at the very least. So Gamuma out on the defense. We do have Hollow on the outside, wide swinging to try and get that flank up against Pepsi, who are set up on the hill. And the hill position for them was actually really nice to have that raid base there because their rockets were arcing naturally towards the Foundies. No one's looking. There it is, actually. Arnetta is there as Hollow takes a lot of damage, 23 HP, but he survives for now, keeping the outside defense alive. Arnetta not really hunting this one down despite hitting his shots.
And here comes Hollow, trying to go up the hill, but he's going to go down to Arnetta, who was at 14 health, and Pepsi's going to continue their rocket barrage onto Gamuma. Doing what they can. Again, we're going to see them breach through that little outhouse, which is what I was talking about during the EU event. They are down the foundations!
Yes. Not doors, not doors.
Oh, not doors, foundations. Come on, guys. Come on.
Do they both have C4? Do all of them have C4?
Oh, no.
There we go,
They're
there we go.
C4. Come on, guys. Get through the
no,
foundations.
defenders.
One's going to go down. Come on, you guys.
You gotta get someone to cover. There you go. There you go. Keep going.
Yeah. Come on.
You got 11 minutes remaining. You can do this, Pepsi.
They're foraging for loot.
loot that he can find over there.
This is
He
so
is
amazing.
picking everyone's pockets right now to find anything.
Come on!
Oh. All right,
Bounty
Pepsi,
wipe.
still.
Come on, you guys.
Like, I think clear fan favorites at this point, just for the show that they've been putting on. You know, the raids haven't been immaculate, but the vibes definitely have been. And this is their 5th raid now, getting instantly countered, or at least defended.
Wow. Who out there now? Pepsi tiered there. Come on, you guys, head on back. Come
I wonder if
on.
he was able to find any boom. I mean,
Probably.
there's still
Probably.
there are so many bags over there. Okay, now that basically this is pretty much going to be the last bit of action, everyone is showing up here. You got Solo V. Boom is still pushing out to try and defend this one. Homing Enjoyer gets sprayed out from the side. The crossfire is there. Oh yeah, does he know of the player on the left-hand side? Hollow pushing out as well. Himothy and Knowles, the only defenders on this raid platform right now as the respawners are coming in. Oh, how does he win that? Well, he's got the backup of Hollow, and they end up securing that, and that's gonna be GG. I imagine Pepsi with GG's in the chat at this point. There's no way they find any more boom to keep going.
Come on, you guys. I just want to see them, like, all of them in one scrappy. Just start foundation wiping, like Coffee Space or something. Just show up at a completely different base and immediately start foundation wiping, just like they did.
Someone's
I think
gotta.
it would be amazing.
Oh man. So yeah, right now with 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, Coffee with a 76-point lead over the 2nd place team, Gamua. Gamua, though, will get some raid defense points. So we'll see that. Excuse me, Gamuma get some raid defense points. Over at this base, though, everyone's spawning in to try and get involved in the O fights. This base has been largely repaired, though. It was in almost tattered. I believe we were close to core at one point, and they have completely repaired this one.
Wow, Coffee now just fighting over this base at this point. Doing whatever they can, really. O's base kind of in shambles. We can see some twig. I think some of the stuff on the inside isn't upgraded either. Obviously, they've made some wall repairs, and the doors and stuff like that are back, but really...
I think we might have lost Griffin there, but you know what? We've got 7 minutes remaining, so we're going to try and pad this one out as best we can. Oh, still putting up repairs to their base. We do have Coffee on the low ground inside of their compound right now, so we'll see if they can get anything going here. Saipua, it just seems like it's regular Rust. You hear shots, you run towards the shots, and Saipua have shown up for this one. They've got walls down, they've got a platform there.
Do you have me back
we've
now?
even heard an M2.
Have we fixed my mic?
Well, I think you're back. Yeah, you're back.
Oh, let's go. Wow, my microphone keeps faulting up. It happened last event, happened this event too. I think I'm going to need to do some repairs, possibly mess with some settings. Saipua, again, they are going to continuously keep trying to raid that old base, and at this point we're just giving everybody sort of raid defense points. Nobody's really got the boom anymore to keep raiding. I honestly, my favorite team, he is still Bobors, sorry, purely because they were able to hide that TC so well for 45 minutes, and I just kind of have to give it to them. But a close second is Pepsi because of the amount of dumb shit that they were able to pull off. Coffee's gonna keep trying to hit, although they're still gonna try and complete the raid because obviously, why not? Base Invaders, you may as well.
Why not?
But 6 minutes to go on raid. Keep going in, boys. Come on.
Coffee's just I don't even think they even care about the raid. I think they just want the PvP at this point. They're so close to 400 points, and we still have 6 minutes left. They're definitely gonna hit 600. Excuse me, 400 points here. 398 now. Yeah, it's all about fragging for them. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss this out. You know, unless some miracle happens, someone drops like 1,000 C4 on their base. Coffee ends up taking this one. It was really unfortunate that it was Gamuma, right, that had to defend against the bounty wipe, because if anyone, they probably would have wanted to go up against Coffee. Now, you have someone inside the base right now going after a floor that's not really gonna net them much at all. They're this.
Wow. And it's just doing, honestly, they're just like YOLOing it. You may as well hit everything possible to try and find that TC in these last couple minutes. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Like, you just may as well, right? But
this is the thing about the base. That's this base in particular. I pointed it out earlier on. It's so weird because walls are sheet metal, and then the middle floor is armored. I'm wondering if they're just doing it like surely for aesthetics, or if the TC is inside the core. I'm really confused about the prioritization of like their resources here. You can see there, like, armored floors, sheet metal walls. So maybe they really weren't worried about like rocket spam because this is 5s. They're really more worried about the top down. A lot of things to consider because, you know, Base Invaders is always like an ever shifting meta.
The coffees have retreated to the trees. They're using the wilderness as their cover now. The trees are with them.
I think they might have been watching a little bit too much Predator. You know, trying to do their best Arnold impression. Come and kill me! Come on, do it!
Yep. Oh, you know what? He tried. He gave it his best. And he got pretty far.
Yeah, grub life. I know that feel. Have there been any Ioka kills in Base Invaders?
I'm sure at some point.
Can you imagine? I mean, we got the Jackie kill earlier.
We had a couple
I think,
water pipe kills a couple events back.
This has been my, I think, 3rd Jackie kill that I've seen on stream. Haven't seen any Ioka one yet, so still hoping for that one. There was one Base Invaders, I believe, where I saw like a team defending with like MP5s, and I'm like, what? Like, this is Base Invaders. You don't bring an MP5 to AK fights.
MP5's fun to use. More fun than the AK. AK is better. It's better gun in every way, but I mean, the MP5's fun to whip out every once in a while. And if you're gonna have fun, right?
What if we did a prim? No, well, no, that would be terrible. Making prim only Base Invaders.
Oh wait, like,
or maybe tier 1 only.
I would compete in that.
No C4s. You can only use satchels. How much of a shit show would that be?
That would be so much fun. Oh, ulties only.
Ulties only, but no hollow, no sights.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh, this could end really bad. Maybe he's gonna take some shots.
Coming out, he's coming out. Doors open. Oh, what's going for the 360? 360, no hits. He took no damage, 96 HP.
No hit nation. What the hell?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So good.
Why is he even griefing the C4? You got a minute 30. That's plenty of time to hit up a base. Go. What are you doing? Wait, what? Pepsi's back? How are they back?
Here they're going again.
Team Rocket strikes again. Team Pepsi coming in. Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about. When they get their boom, when they start pummeling, Pepsi are so fast with it. They're getting through that top. Oh my god.
Watch, they're gonna get TC. They're gonna get TC in the remaining.
It's a minute and it's a minute remaining. They have enough time for like 70, 80 rockets. They could do this. They can do this. 80 rockets in the next 50 seconds.
Come on, guys. Once. Oh, here's. Come on.
Homie, just let it happen. Homie, just let it
doesn't
happen.
matter.
Just let it happen.
Doesn't matter. You're not gonna win. It's
Just
okay.
let it happen. It's okay. Please. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 30 seconds remaining. Come on, homing. Why are you doing this?
Wow.
Oh, they spotted. Nice.
He's gone. Come on.
Rocket.
Come on.
Mess that piece up.
Every door, you just keep throwing rockets.
God.
Come on, you guys. 15 seconds.
They gotta keep going. I don't know where they found the boom, but they did. They defied all logic. They defied all odds.
Whoa,
10 seconds remaining.
here?
The rocket spam continues. Timothy's inside, but he gets taken out. Arnetta is now in with the C4, but with only 1 second remaining, Gamuma survived. Pepsi, I love you. You know what? You guys have converted me. No more Coke for me. It's all about Pepsi.
Oh my god. Team Coffee with 1 raid completed and 6 defenses. 286 kills.
How does that even make any sense? The winners with 1 raid completed, but over 400 points. That's so stupid.
God.
Let's see. Crates looted. They got 8 crates looted. They have 286 kills. Yeah, like a third of their points coming from raid defenses. Yeah, congratulations, Team Coffee. You guys are the winners of our 5v5 NA base invaders. Really nice kill split amongst our 5 players there.
Yeah, they were all
you can have the
pretty
78,
consistent.
73, 61, 49, 25. Oh, pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at Gamuma and see what happened there. What are these stats?
1 raid completed and 3 defenses, 267 kills. Damn. Apparently they had 1 member on their team at some point that just didn't get a kill. But name is gone, I guess. They just got a random team in.
It might have been just some error or like maybe a sub. I don't know, because that shows 6 players. But I don't understand. 3 crates looted. Okay, let's look at Saipua. Saipua, what have you guys have? What are these score lines? 0 raids completed, 2 raid defenses, 247 kills. That's literally all of their points. All of their points are from PvP and they got a handful from raid defense.
PvP, man.
All right.
Pepsi.
Let's look at Pepsi. We got to look at Pepsi. Do we have like rockets used or anything? No, we don't.
1 raid. Pepsi got 1 raid.
Items gathered at 1 million. Doors destroyed though, 83. Okay, not bad, not bad. They didn't get 1 raid. Did they actually complete a raid? When the hell did they complete a raid? God. When did they find time through all those fail raids to find a raid to actually succeed on? When did that happen? No, we're not shitting on you, Pepsi. I hope you guys know we're just having a lot of fun here. You guys definitely provided some of the most entertainment, I would say, throughout today's events. I would love to see how many rockets they ended up shooting or how many C4. Hopefully we can get like that kind of stat later on, but yeah, still great. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at O now.
Defensive. No.
Okay, so far amongst our top 5, we have 2 raids complete. Wait, go through 1 through 5 again, just so we can tally up how many raids were completed amongst our top 5.
Out of all the top 5, I think Coffee got 1, I think Gamuma got 1, and I think Pepsi got 1. I think we got 3 in total.
Okay, so that means we're averaging half a raid per team in our top 6. Wait. Did Sovi get 1? Let's take a look at Sovi. Take a look. Okay, there's 1.
1 from Coffee.
2.
1 from Gamuma.
Wait, did Saipua get 1?
Did Sovi get
No.
1?
Okay, Saipua, no. 1, 2, 3.
3.
We averaged half a raid per the top 6 teams completed. You don't see stats like that in Base Invaders every day. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, so good.
Uh, uh, Griffin, do you have any final thoughts here for this? I don't think anyone has any thoughts left. I don't think anyone has any brain
Can't
cells
even,
left
man.
after what happened here.
What
So
what was this event? We spent 45 minutes in one base, and then we watched Pepsi do bullshit for another 45.
hey,
I
but it
don't
was the
even.
best kind of bullshit. So
True, but like, oh
yeah,
shit.
I think for our sanity and for our viewers' sakes, we're gonna just go ahead and call it there. Just want to go ahead and shout out, of course, Rusty Pot for partnering with us, and of course, Rustoria for putting this all on. For Griffin, Kaz, our producer, and myself, thank you all so much for tuning into the shit show. We'll see you guys next month for some more Base Invaders. Make sure you're following us on on Twitter, or I guess X now. Rustoria Servers for more updates about Base Invaders. That will do it for us. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a great day.